Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome to our morning devotion. Still here on the cliff path overlooking Walker Bay. It's so incredibly beautiful. I tell you, this is a place where we should come more often. You know, it's free. It just takes a little bit of effort, and not much effort even at that. Just to come out here and be still and discern the still small voice of the Lord. Yesterday we were talking about David and the masks that he wore as he struggled with what was going on inside his heart, his soul, realizing that the public persona was not the same as the personal persona. And then God dealt with him. And in that remarkable Psalm 51, the mask that he was using to hide his misdemeanors and his sins is finally removed. And it must have been an incredible freedom. No longer trying to fake it, pretend that he was something that he knew he was not. Just a simple, open, walking once more in the ways of the Lord. We read the story of David and we don't judge him. You know, we're afraid that if people really discovered who we are, they might judge us or they might not like us. And just to invite Jesus to come alongside of our lives and bring that consistency, take out the stuff in our lives that we're not proud of, and let him deal with it, that we can discover freedom again, freedom to be the men and women whom God made us to be, and not always pretending. I've always enjoyed Psalm 139. You know that psalm, Lord, you have searched me and know me. It says it's a psalm of David, and some people said, well, it's not, it's just a title. Well, it says it's a psalm, so let's just assume. There were times in his life when he really struggled. You know, we think of David as the psalmist who wrote, "The Lord is my shepherd," a simple, straightforward walk with the Lord. He had responsibilities, and his life at times was confusing, and he didn't always understand what was going on, what was happening, and his reactions to what was going on around him. So he says, Lord, you have searched me and know me. You know me. You know when I sit, you know when I rise, even before a word is on my lips. Lord, you know it. Isn't that great? That we are known by someone. We may hide ourselves from other people. People don't really know us, but goodness me, God knows us and he loves us. And not only does he know us, we can never be away from his presence. And David says, if I travel over the seas, you're there, Lord. You know me. You know where I am. You are with me. If I rise up to the heavens, you're there. If I make my bed in hell, even there, you are with me. I'm never away from your presence. And think about that today. God knows you. He really does. And he loves you. He really does. And he's with you. He really is. Not only is he with you, he made you. You remember he says, even when I was in my mother's womb, you saw me being knitted together. You saw every molecule, every cell, every bit of me you saw coming together. You knew me before I ever set foot on this earth. And the days, the number of days that you had in store for me, well, they're all in your book, O God. That's the level of God's knowledge of you and me. So why do we torment ourselves? Why do we doubt ourselves? Why do we wear spiritual masks to kind of keep us away from other people because we're afraid what they may think of us? Lord, you know me. You know me. Cleanse me. Just, if there's stuff in there that should not be there, do a deep work in my life. I want to be the best person I can possibly be. Not just to a wife or a husband, or to those around me, but to you, Lord. I want to be a man, a person of integrity. And then he says, search me, O God. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me, test me, and know my thoughts. See if there be any wickedness, anything that is inconsistent. God, just help me to be the person you want me to be. Life is short. Eternity is vast. I tell you, you've got everything to play for. But it's not about us playing for anything at the end of the day. It's God's grace and mercy that he lavishes upon us. And it's little wonder, David says, how precious it is, Lord, just to think of you, how wonderful that you are my God. What's true for David is true for you, for me, for us all. Think about that. God be with you.